Hey there and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Usapian from Yokai Watch. Let's get started in the middle of our page with the nose. So we're going to start in the middle, we're going to curve around to the left and then back up in towards the middle. Starting at the top, curve out towards the left, curving down and then up in towards the middle. We're going to go back up to the top and curve in the opposite direction. So starting at the top, we'll curve down and out towards the right, coming down to the bottom and then up in the middle. Let's tuck the nose at the top here. So we're going to start over on the left. We're going to curve down and in towards the center. We're going to curve back up and out towards the right. Let's draw two circles on the side for the eyes. So on the left side here, we're going to curve around and just come into the side of the nose here. Starting at the top, we'll circle around to the bottom, touching the nose, and then back up towards the top. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the top, just lining it up, curve around, touching the side of the nose, around to the side, and then back up to the top. Let's layer the pupils in the center. So we're going to draw a smaller circle on the inside. Starting from the top on the left, we'll circle around, leaving an even gap all the way around. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the top again, coming down to the bottom, and then back up to the top. From here we're going to draw a large oval around the eyes and the mouth area. So starting from the top, we're going to come around to the side of the eye and just bring it down below the mouth area here. Starting from the top, we'll curve out around the eye, then we'll just bring it down towards the middle here. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the top again, curving out towards the right, outside of the right eye, and then we'll pull it back in. Now we just want to connect this, so I'm just going to carefully just go across and then up. Let's go ahead and draw a curve at the bottom for the collar of the helmet. So on the side of the helmet here, step down and draw a point. From this point, I'm going to curve down below this curve here and over towards the right side. Coming down in the middle, and then back up on the right side, making sure we line up with the side of the inside of the mask. From this point, I want to connect it to the right with the curve that comes down and then back up. Starting on the left, we'll curve down, creating a little trim, and then pull that back up on the right side. Now we want to draw a slightly larger oval on the outside. Starting from the top here, we're going to curve out, just leaving an even spaced gap all the way around, and we're just going to bring this down in towards the collar at the bottom here. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting at the top again, curving out, and we'll just pull that in towards the bottom. Now we're going to draw an even larger oval for the outside of the helmet. Starting from the left side here, we're going to go around, up to the top, and then back down to this point on the right side. Starting on the left, we'll curve around. We're going to go a little bit higher in the middle, and just bring it around towards the right point of the collar, just like that. On either side here, we're going to draw a half circle. Starting on the left, just curve in and then back down. On the right, we'll start at the top, curve in, and then back down. On the top here, on either side of the center, we're going to draw a circle. Starting from the top, circle around. We'll do the same thing on the right side. From here, let's draw the two ears on top of the helmet. So we're going to leave a gap in the center. On the inside of the left side, we're going to go up and over towards the left. We're going to leave a gap, curve up and out towards the right at the same height as we have on the left. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction down behind the helmet. Starting on the top, on the left side, we're going to curve out and then down. On the right, we'll curve out and then down. We're going to draw another curve for the inside edge of the ear. So from the very top, we just want to taper a curve coming down and in behind the helmet. On the right side, we'll do the same thing. So pulling it down, in behind the helmet. Now we just want to trace the inside of the ear. Starting at the bottom, we're going to step over and just follow that curve all the way to the top. And we'll curve down in the opposite direction, coming down. Do the same thing on the right. Starting up here, curving up, and then we'll pull that back down. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. So on the left side, just underneath the collar, we're going to curve down and in, so it's pulling it inwards. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So we're going to step in from that point, curving down, and then into the same height. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve that goes along the bottom. Coming down in the middle, back up on the right side. Let's add a couple folds along the waistline. So from the left side corner, we're just going to bulge it out, and then just follow that curve all the way across And as we get to the right, we'll pull it back up. And draw that twice. So at the bottom here, we curve around, come along the bottom, and we'll just pull that in on the right side. In the center of the chest, just up here, we're going to draw in a circle. Starting just on this line, we'll circle around, and then back up. Then we're going to draw in that big opening in the center. So on either side, here on the left, we're going to curve down, just below this point on the circle. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving down. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve that goes just below that circle, leaving a little bit of space in between. And cross. Now we're going to just trace this out. On the outside, we'll curve down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to connect those 2 points again with a curve. Comes down in the middle, and then back up on the right. On either side of the body here, we're just going to draw a little curve, right from this point here where the collar meets the body, curve out, and then in. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving out, and then in. Let's go ahead and draw in the legs. So from the bottom of the waist here, we're going to draw a curve, almost like a half circle going back up towards the right side. Starting on the left, we'll curve down towards the middle, and back up on the right side. From here, we're going to tuck the legs in underneath the lower torso. So just on the left of the center, we're going to curve down the inside part of the left leg, and then on the right, we'll curve down the inside part of the right leg. Let's draw on the feet. So from the heel, we're just going to curl around the toe. So curving out towards the left, and then just pulling this up. We're going to step over from that point and just draw a curve underneath the leg. And then draw a little separation line here, just drawing a curve across like that. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So starting from the heel, we'll go out towards the toe, and then just pull that back in. We're going to step in from that point and just draw the outside part of the leg curving up behind the body. Now in here, we're just going to draw a little curve for a separation for the boot. Let's go ahead and draw on the arm. So I'm going to start with the one on the right first. We're going to start just at the bottom of this curve here. We're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. From this point, I want to draw a little half circle, bulging out and then in. At the end of this little curve, we're going to draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the curve, we're just going to swirl around the bracket for the first finger. We're going to step down, draw another curve for the second finger. And then the third finger, we're going to come up on the outside of the wrist. So curving out and then in. From this point, I just want to follow that same curve in behind the shoulder, going up and underneath. Up here, we're just going to draw a curve to separate the glove. Let's go ahead and draw on the left arm. So now this one, I'm going to have him holding his gun. So in the shoulder area, about halfway down this curve, we're going to go down and then out towards the left. From here, let's draw on the thumb. So from here, I'm going to curve up, I'm going to curve back down, and now I'm going to pull this up around halfway up that curve. Right here, I'm just going to draw a little hook, like that, for the palm. Now in here, I'm going to draw in the index finger. So it's basically an oval that's sideways, just touching the side of the thumb. Now at the bottom of that finger, I'm going to do another half oval going in behind the thumb, and then one more half oval coming around, and just swirl that back in. We're going to draw on the back of the palm. So at the bottom of this finger, we're going to curve around, and then in towards the wrist. Now we're going to bring that bottom of the arm in just like we did with the top here. So just curving up and in behind the shoulder. And right here, we're going to draw a little hook for the glove. Let's draw the little ray gun here. So at the top of this finger, we're going to curve out and up. At the end here, we're going to draw a little circle for the end of the gun. Now we're going to step up from that point and curve in the opposite direction, going back, going in and back to right about there. We're going to curve the back of the gun in behind the thumb. Now at the back of the gun here, we're just going to draw a little half circle. Now at the front here, we're just going to draw a couple rings. So beside the circle here, we're going to draw one curve, step over, draw another one, and then we'll draw one final one right beside it. In here, we're going to draw an oval, a sideways oval, and we'll draw a smaller one on the inside. From here, I just want to tuck the backpack in behind the body. So on the side here, right where the helmet meets the collar, I'm going to curve out behind the arm, and we're going to continue this curve in behind the lower torso like that. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting up here, we're going to curve around the arm. We'll continue that curve in behind the body there. Let's add a couple separations. So right in here, draw a little curve. On the right, we'll do the same thing. And to finish this off, I'm just going to draw a little wispy tail in the back. So we're going to start right in here, right where the leg meets the lower torso. I'm going to curve across behind the left leg. We're going to go up and just draw a little wave, going down, up, and then down. We're going to curve that back in behind the body, but we're going to taper it so it gets a little bit wider as it comes back in towards the body. So on the tip, we'll go up, down, and then just pull that in behind the body. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Eusapian from Yokai Watch. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.